lock cultists, lock stars, lock sporters, and challenge lock makers. I am back. I had to get me some water of life, aka coffee. Good news, because I just found out I've got tomorrow off, which that is awesome to me. So this is not really a celebration, but I wanted to pick up off with the last video with these overmilling trenches here, or just your overmilling that helps create deep fault sets. Said you got different types. You can go with the angle, you can even go with the round, and if you want to go with the flat, you can go with the flat. I just really wouldn't make it any wider than what it really needs to be to really grab a hold of the pins. I prefer rounded, just because it basically grips and grabs around that pin and kind of locks it down. It's like prisoner of thumb war there, basically, when it's up in the chamber. This pin here is made from a piece of a factory driver and a hacksaw in this thing. Now, I had talked about undermilling / undercutting, however you want to call it. Well, what you want to do is pretty much match the thickness of your head that is going to be caught up in it. The thin lip, pretty much make it about as close as possible. I think this is a 023. It could be a 027. I actually used both. 023s, if you decide to go all the way around the chamber, 023, but you can come in behind with a 027 and cut here and here and here and here. So it's got a little bit deeper of a cut to grab a hold of the lip of your spool or gin spool, whatever. And the reason why I said that is because here is only a 0.5 millimeter separation from the center of from this chamber to this chamber. So if you use a 027, you're going to cut through when you actually use the 027 right here at these points of the chamber. So if you use a 027 after using a 023, I recommend only doing it here in these areas right here, right there. That way you don't cut through to the other chamber. So I guess with that being said, let me make sure this is either a 023 or a 027. And to do that, get zeroed out. I think it used to be a 023 if I can get it just right. Yeah, it's 023. So the 023 is what we're going to use. And this is going to be a little bit of a noise warning. And here, turn you off. Now let's see, come right here. I use this to tighten down the chuck a little bit more. And what is this? That's that one from earlier. So I usually do this by hand. Some people have jigs that makes it real easy just to go and be done with it. Mine is not that great, so I'm gonna bring that down, kind of bring this over to where you kind of see what's going on. Raise this up a little bit, and well, actually I'm the one that really needs to see this right now, so just bear with me. Actually, yeah. We'll cut it up a little bit more, a little faster. And coffee got me shaking. Now I'll get the other side. Now, this back here. Oh gosh, this is going to be probably a long video, which I was trying to avoid, but sometimes it is what it is. And let's see. I don't care if it's a dry. No, it's a rattlesnake outer pit there. Not throwing that in as a keep in, but this driver right here will work. I think this is what I had used earlier. So now, if I can get this to get in that hole, come on, that's your hole for right now. Get in there. Is that all the way down? Poke it and prod it. Like I said, sometimes, even with standard pins, let's see if that's good enough. I'll use this. Zoom in. Oh yeah. You see the undercut's real good. So basically now, zoom this bad boy back on out. Now, instead of just two mods, one mod, you got two mods. And see, it does grab that lip, but see, it's a 023, and this pin is 3 millimeters, so it's going to grab it some. But after the video is over with, I will take a 027 and put that in there. But that is how I like to, when I use something like this, I like to have some undercutting just below it to really grab that thin lip. And it does do a real good job, and especially if it's up. Actually, I can get this right here and see it definitely goes in there, and it does a real good job of catching that lip. So that's pretty much about it for this one. Please, by all means, if you've got any questions, if something that you want to add, even if you do make challenge locks and you've got something that you disagree with what I'm showing here, please, by all means, put it in the comments. I will double check to make sure that comments are on. I've had it happen now twice with the videos, so after it's uploaded, I'll double check and make sure that comments are on. That's pretty much about it. Now, one other thing, I'll talk about the threading. Let's see, do I see one of them? I had one just the other day, or yesterday. That's all right, I'll say that for another video, and I will show the couple of the different, what I call triple threats, and even to a quadruple threat modification in the plug. That will be for another time. Everybody, you all take care. Have a great weekend.